Research any elite athlete and you'll discover that a high endurance is at the core of their success. And while there are a number of ways to increase stamina, many, including the likes of Tom Brady and Cristiano Ronaldo, have turned to cycling. And on this episode, we travel to State Bike Co. to learn how they make bikes for everyone from you and I, all the way to the top pros. I'm Leland, and welcome to Sports Dissected, the series.
I think I like that.
All right, guys, so I'm here with Mr. Mehdi Farsi, one of the co-founders of State Bike Co., right?
Yes, co-founder.
Where did the name kind of come from?
So we were kind of spitballing a lot of ideas. You know, we knew we wanted to make these cool bikes, and I don't know if it was because we're from like ASU, Arizona State, but there was no state bicycle company. And it was like, oh, this sounds like it could be a thing. And so yeah, it just was something that stuck. Myself and my brother Reza, we co-founded the company. Around 2007, 2008, we started noticing like some fixed gear bikes getting popular, and like a lot of creative people, like photographers and designers and peers of ours that were like interested in that cool stuff. It was just like a laid back culture that used the bike to connect with other people. And so once we kind of learned about that, we were hooked.
Was this our first bike? One of the part of the first batch?
Yeah, so this bike is the only bike hanging in my office, and the reason is because it is from our very, very first batches of frames. There's some different modifications and stickers and parts that I swapped out, but the frame is from that very first batch of 140 bikes. And this is our 4130 steel frame. The fork on here is a carbon fiber fork that I found, and I put it on the bike. Handlebars, we still carry the handlebars. Okay. They don't come stock this short. In 2010, the trend was for everybody to take a hacksaw and chop their bars down as little as possible, because cutting in between cars, turbo saddle, this is like a really popular upgrade that we like still carry to this day. You know, it's just a reminder of like what the product that like we initially started with, like this is like what we launched the company with. We weren't selling t-shirts, we weren't selling anything.
I'm looking at the warehouse, which seems like an endless amount of options, so I can't wait to see what we can kind of put together.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. All right, so 10 years ago, would you imagine having an office looking over the warehouse with this much inventory?
Not at all. When we first started State Bicycle, the idea was let's get some bicycles, and let's make some bikes that we think look cool. But we never thought we would turn it into anything close to this, where we have our own warehouse and a staff of 20 employees or so.
One guy that you guys kind of made some bikes for was DEVIN, correct?
Correct. DEVIN Booker and his manager, they were in contact with our marketing team, and he wanted a bike for himself. He liked our bikes. Once he started riding it, he realized how much fun it was, and it was better than he thought. So he ended up purchasing some for his teammates for Christmas, some customized bikes, and that was in Christmas of 2018. Delivering the bikes to them was really cool. This is the bike over here. Okay. So he went with the aluminum 6061 black label. You can see the Suns logo on it. He wanted some white trim on the bike, so we went with the white tires, the white grips, the white seat for them. And it was pretty cool. I mean, obviously some of those guys are pretty tall, so we had to make some sizes that we never made before for some of the centers and forwards.
Right?
But yeah.
The biggest thing that I like from this bike is the tire. It reminds me of like gum bottoms on the shoes.
Oh, yeah. So we got a bunch of different colored tires. We got white, green, red, blue. Yeah, there's a lot we can do in terms of customization.
All right, guys, so I'm here with Clay Maxey. How you doing?
Good.
The lead designer at State Bike Co., right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lead designer.
What does your day-to-day kind of look like?
So I handle basically everything, all the different products we do here. So apparel, bicycles, and just all kinds of accessories.
Is there like a favorite canvas that you like to design on under the State umbrella?
I think the bikes are obviously like the focal point of our business. One of the things that kind of separates our company from a lot of other companies in the bike space is just like we are not afraid to try something different, to be bold, to be, to do like collaborations like Rick and Morty, for instance.
From your children, should I say,
yeah.
On the wall, is there a favorite that you have of the three?
I mean, this one is my favorite, and
Mine
it probably has been my favorite because it's all the different Simpsons characters. So you got Homer, Marge, Bart, Maggie, and Lisa. Yeah, this one was a lot of fun. So we're working on a whole capsule collection for the Simpsons line, and I just thought, like, how do I take a cartoon character and translate that to the 2-inch tubing on a bicycle. And so I just kind of was playing around in Illustrator and did these like minimal kind of take on it. And probably one of the more recognizable features here is the big blue section for Marge's hair. And I think once you catch on to that, you see all the rest of it falls into place. But the Simpsons bike and the Rick and Morty bike, we had sent off to the creators of the respective shows. So we got Justin Roiland and Dan Harmon, kind of customized it a little bit, put their signature, and then drew us some little characters. And we got Matt Groening on the Simpsons bike. He drew us a little Homer Simpson saying hello. Yeah, it's always nice to get a nod from the creators.
Let's look at the other Simpsons down here.
For this one, it's just like all the different Springfield characters from The Simpsons. And so this one was kind of before my time. This is like one of the first collabs that we did that kind of like broadened our horizons for what was possible. I don't know that there's like a huge overlap between hip hop and bicycles. This was like super early on, like 2010 or 2011, and we've been in touch with Wu-Tang ever since, and they were like, we gotta run it back, we gotta run it back. So our capabilities like as a brand have expanded since then, and so it's all about the details, it's all about accessories. So you can have the Rick and Morty seat with the Wu-Tang grips, or the Simpsons this or that. So
You know, I'm designing a bike later. I might put that together.
Yeah, there you go.
You give me some inspiration.
yeah, for sure.
All right, so Betty, we made it to the shop. I'm starting to see quite a bit of bikes in here. Where should I start if I'm getting fitted?
Yeah, so here at the State Ride Shop, it's a great place to kind of see a lot of what you see on our website, but you can kind of compare and contrast because we have a lot of bikes like next to each other. So whatever model we land on, I'm pretty confident we'll have something that will fit you. I think the best place to start is maybe our core line. So this is gonna be kind of our best seller, very minimal, clean design, great for getting you to point A to point B, and compared to what most of our customers have previously been riding to this even feels like a dream ride. So we do offer it in 3 different handlebar choices. Stock one being this riser bar with Vans grips.
All right, let's take it for a spin.
Sounds good.
So, Matty, what kind of feel should I expect from this bike?
So if you're used to riding like a mountain bike or BMX bike, like kind of the bikes that we rode as kids, this will feel a little bit more responsive. So you should just feel pretty comfortable and like you're not doing too much work to move this bike. So this bike is the Clunker. It's kind of relaxed like a beach cruiser, but then it's aggressive like a BMX or a mountain bike because of these big knobby tires, wide riser bars that lead to a lot of stability. It's got the coaster brake where you just pedal backwards and you stop, so it's pretty minimal. This thing is for cruising like a 1980s Cadillac.
So, Matty, this one felt a lot heavier, a lot beefier, but I think I'm looking for a little more speed.
Yeah, a little more speed, okay.
Yeah.
I think we have a few more options for you.
I like the silhouette of this one.
Yeah, so
Looks fast.
yeah, you said you wanted something fast, so I immediately thought of our Black Label series. The frame is gonna be 6061 aluminum, which is a lot lighter than steel. This would be the type of bike that people could race. It's race ready out of the box. These are also set up fixed gear, meaning you can't coast.
I think I like this one. If I can have this style, but with a coast, then I feel like we're getting closer.
Yeah, we could definitely do something like that. All of our bike wheels come with a flip-flop hub, so the fixed gear is on one side, and then we can add a freewheel cog to this other side, and that will allow you to coast.
Dang, State, y'all got it like that?
We got it. We got all the bases covered.
What are we looking at with these two?
So since you are kind of a little bit newer to cycling, wanted to show you these. This is our 4130 all road. And the reason this is great is it's a do everything bike. It's our most versatile bike. The disc brakes are great, you know, especially if you're living somewhere where it's wet or snowy and you need that extra stopping power, or you're doing a lot of hills or trails. The disc brakes are great. So
I think the perfect bike so far from feel would be something similar to this, but just with a little more speed. Could we do that?
Yeah, so I think we can take this in, make a couple of small changes, and then I think we have a winner.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess we can probably take about 3 pounds of weight off this bike, maybe even a little more. So let's just see kind of where we start with this bicycle here.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it up on the scale. And we've got a bike at 29 pounds, 5 ounces.
Okay.
That's the chromoly one versus the carbon.
Oh yeah, this is about 3 pounds right here.
Yeah, that is a huge weight difference on its own right there. We have changed the wheels over from the larger 650B mountain bike configuration to the much smoother and lighter weight, more road or gravel use configuration, and see how much weight we've trimmed off of it.
25.
We are at 25 pounds, 13 ounces now. So we took almost 4 pounds off of this bike simply in a wheel and fork change.
All right, Mitty, I think we did it.
Yeah,
I think we
Ryan
did
did a great job with that bike. I have to say, I've seen a lot of bikes leave our building over the years. I've never seen this configuration with the wide risers, the 700 wheels, and the monster fork. I think we achieved the objective of getting you something that's comfortable all arounder, but you can still go fast on it.
Thanks, Mitty. Well,
Yeah.
it's been a pleasure.
Of course.
Coming to check out the facilities. Now I think I'm going to take this for a spin and just be gone for the rest.
Have fun.
When it comes to locker rooms, it's only 2 types of people. There's everyone else, and then there's Shield Lockers. Since 2014, Shield's #1 priority has been to disrupt all industry standards by blurring the line between traditional function and modern masterpiece. With their use of non-traditional materials such as solid surface, they're able to set their clients' imaginations free. The Brooklyn Nets and Kansas Jayhawks trusted them, and you should too. Visit shieldlockers.com to unlock your dreams. But beware, because this isn't your father's locker room.